That's Matt Cardle, and he's on the line now. Hello, Matt. How are you?
Hey, Paul. How you doing, mate?
I'm very good, yeah. We've got you on because you're coming to Sheffield pretty soon, next month, actually.
Next month, the 27th of July.
Yeah, you're a busy lad at the moment. Where are you as we talk to you now?
Well, I'm at home at the moment. I'm just resting for a couple of days. We had a heavy weekend with the tour, but it's been going amazing. Things are really tightening up, and we're loving it, absolutely loving it.
And this is a different kind of tour, isn't it? Because it's a more intimate tour. You're looking for and performing at cosier venues, aren't you, in front of smaller audiences?
Well, the thing is, we want with this tour, it's not the tour for the fourth album. I'm in the middle of making the fourth album at the moment, so we're just it's just a kind of testing out some new material. So you don't want to do it on a too large a scale in case it's not the right, it's not the right thing. But we also just wanted to kind of cherry pick really beautiful venues, and the Lyceum is, it's one of them. It's absolutely stunning. Just to get the right atmosphere, really. And
what about Sheffield? What are your memories of being here?
Well, we've been all over, up and down. We know any time we've toured an album or done a radio tour promoting a single, we always come to Sheffield, and we played there on the Letters tour. I'm not quite sure where we played there. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. But it's going to be amazing shows to come down.
I said earlier on, it's 6 years ago since you won the X Factor.
Yeah.
Which feels like 2 minutes ago when I remember seeing you win the thing.
Yeah.
6 years. I mean, has it flown by as quickly for you as it has for us?
Yeah, it really has. And I've not stopped. I haven't stopped. I mean, I took a sort of 6 months out a year and a half ago. But apart from that, it's been non-stop. It's been 3 albums in 3 years, and then we had a bit of time off, and we've toured all the albums and gone all around the world writing and recording and playing and things. And now we wind up with nearly on the brink of the fourth album being ready, and on tour again. It's awesome.
I said earlier on when I said you were coming on, we'll be talking to former X Factor winner Matt Cardle. Mm-hmm. Are you fed up of that now? People saying former X Factor winner. Would you just rather be known as Matt Cardle? No, I mean, look, it's where I got my break. I'm proud of the show. I'm proud of where it got me, and no, I don't have a problem with that at all. I think, if that's where someone knows me from, then fine. In a few years' time, maybe it will be different. You never know. Do you still watch it? If I can. I mean, I've been too busy the last 2 series around that time to actually get involved and really know what's going on. But it's coming up again, so I should watch it, really. I mean, some people are saying it's run its course now. What do you reckon? Look, I think, they say that it's lost viewers. It's still got millions of viewers. Millions of people are still watching the show. It still works. People are still being entertained by it. People are still coming out of the show and having success. It still goes, it could go away for a year and come back. I think people would still watch it either way. Yeah. And do you still stay in touch with people who were on the show when you were on it? Yeah, I do. I made some great friends, even and Danny and I stay in touch, and she's been so supportive ever since I've stepped on the show, let alone have come 6 years past the show. She's been absolutely amazing. What's the best bit about being famous? It has ups and downs in equal measures. I don't know. I'd never really thought about it. But the adoration that you get, that buzz you get when you go on stage and you're performing in front of people who've paid money to see you. Well, the thing is, the most important thing for me, I guess, is the fact that, I've created these albums and there's people out there that are buying it and coming to see the show and that are passionate about my music in the way I was passionate about other people's music. That's, when fans turn around to me and they say that, my music has done this or that for them, that's what's special to me, I can't imagine what it feels like to go in a record shop and see your work on display. Is that still weird? Yeah, I think record shops are, almost a thing of the past. But yeah, I'm stuck in the past, mate. That's why. No, the thing is, look, it's amazing to see that. Of course, like in any line of work, whatever you do, to see something you've created out there in the ether for the public and people buying it and supporting it, it's an incredible feeling. Yeah. And this tour, tell us where you've been so far and what reaction you've had to it. It's been overwhelming. It is every time. I forget, just how amazing my fans can be. Every time I'm in the studio and I'm working away and I'm not seeing them, And then I go out on the road and it's just a totally different story. We've been in London, we've been in Cambridge at the Corn Exchange, we've been in, I can't quite remember now. We've been a few places, but it's just I'll tell you where you've been. You've been to London, Cambridge, St Albans, Guildford, and Horsham. so far.
It's been amazing, and the show's just getting tighter and tighter as it goes along. Because we've got 3 albums to choose from now, it goes. It's a really mixed show. There's a little bit of something for everyone. There's the hits, and I'm even playing stuff from right back when I was on X Factor.
Yeah,
that's great.
And you've been very busy, as I've said. And one of the things you've been doing, you've been teaming up with a saxophonist, Yolanda Brown.
That's right. Yes, we bumped into each other a little while ago, and she asked if I'd come along and sing a couple of tunes with her. She's absolutely amazing. Her Reggae Love Songs tour is what it was, and yeah, it's a total different vibe for me on stage to be part of somebody else's band, and she doesn't sing. She plays sax and clarinet and all sorts, and she is absolutely amazing.
And do you enjoy collaborations as well? Because we remember you performing with Mel C, of course.
Yeah. That duet came around in a very similar way. We were both playing Isle of Wight Festival together, and we just got talking, yeah. And then actually not long after that, we went back to X Factor, and we were sat next to each other watching X Factor in the Fountain Studios, and yeah, we just got talking really. And then 6-8 months later, we have Loving You, and it's out and it's charting. It was amazing. And
is the music biz everything you thought it would be, or have there been certain pitfalls that have taken you by surprise?
Well, I mean, it's tough. It's a tough industry, like any industry. It can be. There are awesome things I've learned about it, and there are not so awesome things I've learned about it. But it's just life. That's how it is.
And I was reading something else that you did 3 years ago, I think, Bali, where you performed in front of a crowd of 2 billion. Is that right?
Yeah, well, it was the Miss. Yeah,
it was an audience of 2 billion.
Yeah, it's like 1.8 billion or something like that. We were saying it was the Miss World final in Bali.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, I was terrified.
Were you?
Yeah, of course I was. I was absolutely terrified, but we got through it,
Yeah, and what was that like as an experience? It was the final of Miss World?
Yeah, it was amazing. I went over with Blue, the band Blue, and
yeah,
we. Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. We got flown over there for 5 days, I think it was. Stayed out in Bali.
It's a tough gig, isn't it, that?
That was, yeah, it was horrible. All these beautiful women around us, just hated it.
And aside from the tour, if that's not keeping you busy enough, what else have you got in your diary at the moment that's taking up your time?
Well, I mean, a lot of studio work. There's still a lot of work to do on the album before it's finished for early next year. And then, yeah, once this tour's done, I think I might have a little bit of holiday, but I'm not sure.
I think you deserve it. I think when you won it, you were talking about your little one, who's probably not so little now.
Yeah, my brother's kid, he was born when I was on the show, so now it's weird seeing him like 6 years old nearly. Yeah, bless him.
And what does he think about his uncle making it big?
Well, do you know what? It's strange. He actually genuinely likes the albums, and Dom, he was even inclined to not tell him that there was a new album out because otherwise it'd just get repeated in the car. But that's what happens.
And the studio album that you got coming out, Higher Power?
That's the working title. Yeah.
Yeah. How's it going?
It's going great. I mean, you can hear a lot of it when if you come and see the tour. We're playing sort of a really big chunk of the new album. It might not necessarily be how it ends up sounding on the album, but this is why we're experimenting, and this is what the show's about. And
if people are coming to see you next month at the Lyceum, what kind of a gig are they going to get?
Well, it's going to be very intimate at times. It's going to be very loud at times. You know what I mean? It's not an acoustic show, and it's not a rock show. It's the new album is we've been going in a way more kind of electronic direction with it, and you can hear and see that in the show. There's stuff from X Factor. There's the hits. There's stuff from all 3 albums. There's a bit of something for everyone.
What's tougher? Is it playing the big stadium gigs or the smaller theatres where it is more intimate and you can actually see the whites of people's eyes?
It's very different. It's very, very different indeed. I mean, a lot of people have it that it's harder doing the smaller gigs because you can see the people. You can get that instant reaction. And then it's equally scary to stand up there in front of 10,000, 14,000 people.
Well, listen, Matt. Enjoy your rest.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing you in Sheffield next month.
And you.
And we're going to play the song that won you the X Factor.
Okay,
right now to finish. Lovely to talk to you, my friend.
You too. Thank you so much.
Take care. Thank you. Matt Cardle.
You say I love you, boy.
What a top bloke.
I